Hi, everybody. Another dreary day here on Northern California. It's raining again, and it's just kind of cold and damp. Kind of gets into your bones a little bit. Yeah, kind of reminds me of Groundhog's Day. Every day's the same around here. Um, what was I going to tell you? Oh, yeah. I have decided to do something with the rack on the bus. So didn't want to put that old plastic box on there because I just wasn't happy with it. It wasn't very secure. And let me show you what I've got going on, okay? I took some advice off of one of my subscribers, Anne. You know who you are. But anyway, she suggested that I just make a multi-purpose type tray or area on the back where I could, put a barbecue or a seating area or table or just about anything I wanted to store back here. I could even put a box on it and strap it down if I wanted to, but I could remove it very easily. So let me show you what I've done. Hang on just a second. Okay, guys, remember, anybody who's been watching this knows that I've built this tray that's right down here, and I cut it out of like a garden wagon. It was just a garden wagon with wheels on it, and I cut it pretty much in half. I took a bigger half and made this out of it. It's 24 by 26 inches. So I had a piece left over. Let me show you over here. So I had a piece left over here, and it wasn't big enough to use on this area. So what I did is added some more here, added a side to it, put a piece of metal in here because I didn't have any more of the expanded stuff. So put a piece of metal in there. So that made it large enough where it matches this side over here. And I think I'm going to go ahead and get this cleaned up, and I'm going to undercoat the inside of it here, paint it all black again, make it match the other side, put the decals on the outside, the reflectors, so nobody will be running into it, or make it less likely for them to run into it anyway. So that's what my project is going to be here, and that's what I decided to do to this. So I can use this for just about anything, hauling anything I want. I could haul firewood, a little bit of firewood if I strapped it down real good, or just about anything I want to there. And leave it versatile, So I'm going to get busy cleaning up my welds and getting this thing all ground off, and it's going to take me about 4 hours, and I'm not so sure you guys are going to want to watch me do that. I'll let you guys drop in on it every once in a while just to see how it's going, and we'll get this thing bolted down, and this back bumper is going to be close to being finished. All right. Okay, guys, I've got it set up here to start working. What I'm going to use is this little roll-lock grinder right here. It's got 24 grit roll-lock discs. What they do is they twist onto the tool. They have a little twist lock on them, and they put them on there and they twist on. And I'm going to use that for finishing up the welds and knock the heavy rust spots off. And then I'm going to switch over to this really stiff, it's a really stiff wire wheel. And I'm going to go along inside the expanded metal and all the corners and all the bottom of it with this. And this is what's going to take the most time. And anytime you're using a grinder or a wire wheel like that, if you get nothing out of this, make sure you put these on. These have saved my butt so many times. I've had these for about 15 years. You can tell they're all dirty. But yeah, you got to protect your eyes. Oh, there goes my got my little generator, my little air compressor over here. That's the only one I have hooked up right now. So I'll have to suffer along with that. So I'm going to start grinding on this. What I got to do first is I got to clean up where I did the welds here. Well, I'm not, hang on a second. I'm not looking for perfection on this. I'm just trying to get it cleaned up and make it look okay. But I'm going to get busy with this and keep after it, and I'll bring you guys back when I get a little further along. Okay guys, I've went around the outside edge of this all the way around all four sides, and I got all the heavy loose stuff off, anything that I thought was going to cause me a problem. And now on rainy weather like this that we're in, or any kind of weather really, this rust will get moisture on it, so you have to get it treated right away. So, and otherwise it'll just come back as a surface rust. And I use this stuff made by Skyco. I think you can get this at any body shop supply store for not too much money. It's called OSPHO. It's phosphoric acid. It's for preparing rusted surfaces for painting. And you put it on there, and it here, I've got some in a bowl right here. And wear your goggles for this too, because this stuff is an acid, and if it gets in your eyes, it doesn't feel very good. Well, you paint it on, and you can see that it almost instantly turns black. It's converting that rust over to an oxide. I can't remember what kind of oxide, but it's some type of oxide. But anyway, you just paint it on there, nice, even, thin coat. You don't have to put a ton of it on there. And sometimes I put it on with a rag with gloves, but right now I have this. You can see it getting darker. This will turn black. And what it does is it just stops the rust from doing its thing. It just quits working on the metal. It isolates it. And so I'm going to go all the way around this thing now. I'm going to go down this side, the back side, and this other side over here that I cleaned up. And then I'm going to start working on the inside of it. All right, I'll be back with you in a little bit. Okay guys, it's the next day, and I cheated a little bit. After grinding away at those little wire wheels for so long, I decided to get the big guy out. So I used the big old snap-on wire wheel grinder there, and that cleaned it up pretty good. So now I have it in primer, and it's not perfect, but it's a rack, and that's just the way it is. So I got the primer on it now, and after that I'm going to go ahead and put some black paint on it. Well, I'm glad that thing's off. So next I'm going to go ahead and just get some black paint put on it. After I get the black paint on it, then here in the inside I'm going to put my black rocker guard, automotive rocker guard on it. So we're just going to go from there. I'll see you guys in a minute. I think I'm going to go ahead and spray the underside first. I'm using the same Rust-Oleum high performance enamel that I used when I was spraying the bumper and the other rack. It's fairly inexpensive. It holds up well, so decided to go ahead and just use that again. All right. Get this top edge real good, because here, let me turn you a little bit. This top edge is the one that takes a lot of abuse, so spray this inside really good. All right, so I guess we let this dry up a little bit. Put an extra coat on this edge, because this is the leading edge, the one that you see mostly. And this one from the side. There. We'll let that dry up, and we'll get some undercoat on the inside of it there. I mean rocker coat. Well guys, let's go see if we can find some black rocker guard. Rocker chutes, that's what they call that stuff. And it's just a really thick, bumpy coating that goes down your rockers as a stone guard. And I keep all my stuff over here. Got some fiberglass, lightweight, short strand, reinforced fiberglass filler there. Adhesion promoters. Some body coating there. The heck are these? Black spray paint. It's guide coat. A guide coat's you spray a dark color primer over top of a light color primer, and it shows your imperfections. So that's what this is. That's all from Bodywork. Let's see here. Oh, here's Stone Guard. Oh, that's gray, gray and gray, gray, gray. All those are gray. Beige and beige, more beige. Oh no, in clear. I have it in clear. Oh man, I'm all out of black. Finally used this stuff up. I guess I'm going to have to put gray down, then spray paint over it black. Yeah, well, there's a lot of stuff in here. There's all sorts of sandpapers hanging here. And there's boxes of sandpapers down here. Yep. Here's an open box of sandpaper. See, this sandpaper, it's got the Velcro back. Yep, made to stick onto the Velcro pads. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff down here. These are all body side moldings down here. That's body side moldings. Spray gun down there. Got lubrications over here. There's oils and transmission fluids. There's some of the best hand soap you ever buy right there. It's for taking off paint and oil. There's a bunch of little orange capped 2-stroke motor oil. There's a whole rack of spray paint on the end down there. And geez, on this side, we just all sorts of stuff. That's a leaf blower right there, and there's racks for bins for whatever, for shop. There's a big old Wilton vise over there. And these are just miscellaneous tools. I think that's a skill saw and a couple drills. There's a Makita. That's a skill drill, I believe. This is a Black & Decker drill bit set. Another one down here. And here's a Black & Decker small drill driver. Something in a Craftsman box there. More stuff. Bunch of loose stuff up here. Some grinders. Drills. There's a skill drill right there. Reciprocating saw. That's a skill. And there's another one by Gamp. Must be some Chinese one or something. There's a Ryobi drill with no battery. Yeah, a bunch of toolboxes up here too. Well, I'm going to go over to that spray rack real quick. And I'm going to grab this gray one for right now. So I'm going to go over here and see if I have anything that's... oh yeah, look at this side here. Here's a bunch of hammers and... yeah. A little bit of everything. A bunch of painting supplies here. Rollers. And paint. Everywhere there's paint in here. This is all house paint, deck paint, stains. All sorts of stuff in here. So, I want to see if I can find any this texture coat. Nope. Nope, none there. Okay. It's this one then. This is the one I'm going to use. Yeah, this shop's got a bunch of stuff. There's doors and stuff over on this side. Patio doors, inside doors. All those in the corner there are inside doors. And there's some big tall 10 panel doors over there in the back. There's an exterior door. Most of this stuff is new or slightly used. Some of the stuff's a little bit older, but most of it's in a box. See, these two hoods are used hoods, but they've been pulled out from remodels or something. They work. There's a brand new hood right there, range hood. And yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in here. There's an oval mirror. There's that's a bathroom fan right there. And I got all sorts of stuff for roofing. Look up there. Those are all stainless steel caps for wood stoves, what that's for. There's a whole box of foundation vents. This is just a bunch of electrical stuff in boxes. There's range cords, dryer cords, some fluorescent lights, thermostat, the old manual thermostats, another old sink, and here's where I get all my caulking from. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. There's some more vents down there for foundations. Yeah, here's some shower heads. Water saving low flow shower heads. Bathroom accessories. Yeah, there's lots and lots of junk in here. I need to have a big sale. There's water heater pans over there, a whole stack of them. Here's my pipe fitting tape I've been using in the bus. And here's that quick seal, that anti-fungus quick seal I've been using around the sinks and stuff. Running out of that, I used to have about a dozen of them. Now there's only 3 hanging there. caulk strips, lots of plastic stuff. Well, I'm going to get back to painting now. Look at all that piping. That's PVC and ABS piping. Bamboo. Steel pipe. Just random pieces of pipe in a rack right there. Yeah, this is going to be quite the project to clean out. Well, I'm going to get back over here. Start shaking this thing up. As soon as this dries up enough, I'm going to go ahead and coat the inside of it. And I'll be back with you when I start doing that. Okay, so I've just been lightly spraying some texture coat on this. Just let it rain down on it. Get nice good texture. I just painted my tripod. That's great. Okay. So that gives a nice bumpy protective coating in there. Maybe it'll help it hang in there a little bit longer. We'll let that dry and we'll paint it black. That's the next step. Okay, I hope you guys are finding this interesting. Well, the sun came out for a few minutes. I think we'll go ahead and take advantage of this. Whoops. Well, that was dumb. I grabbed the wrong one. I'm running out of time. I'm just going to have to push it, I guess. Yeah, temperature's going to start dropping here anytime. It's getting toward the evening. Got to get this done before the day is finished. If I let this black spray paint sit, more than 24 hours or so, it'll react against itself because it's not catalyzed. It has no hardener in it. And if I spray it later, the solvents will react to it and it'll let the paint like paint fit, like a paint remover. So I got to get it all done in one day. Some paints don't do that, lacquers won't do it, but these enamels will. You got to get them all done in one day. Amazing a little project like this takes so long. But we got nothing but time, right? Put the rest of it on the outside, I guess. I'll let this sit out here in whatever leftover sun that we have, and I think we're going to be okay. So, let me turn this up here. I'll have to duck down a little bit here. So I'm going to go ahead and just call this a day. I'm going to go ahead and put this on a little later. I'll show you. And I want to say hello to my mother. I haven't talked to you in a while, so I'm going to give you a call. And I love you. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Well, good morning, everybody. It's the next day, so this is my third day working on the little project here, putting the rack on the back of the bus. And now that it's all painted and everything, I went ahead and put it on the bus, and I'll show it to you here in just a second. And it's another beautiful day outside. It's sunny out there, and it froze last night. So I keep thinking about my poor mom. She's out there in Oklahoma, and they're having a big freeze out there right now. Yeah, I wish I could go out and see her. And I just want to tell my mother that I love her right here on film, because she knows that. And she doesn't get to see me too often except for on these YouTube videos. So I just want to get that in there, and I hope she's staying warm. Okay, so here, let me turn this camera around, and I'll show you the bumper after it's all finished up here. Well, there it is. It's on the back of the bus. You know, we get you up a little closer. There. That gives me a lot of extra room. It matches this side exactly. I need to go get some red reflectors for this, and also on that side over there, so some fool doesn't run into it from the cutting it too close to the back of my bus when I'm turning or whatever. But there it is. I think that's pretty much what I'm going to have here. It's just going to be a regular storage rack. I can put anything I want on there, and I've got a spot now to hook my Jeep up to, and it's out and away from my Jeep tow bar, so I can tow my little white Jeep behind this. And I'm getting pretty close here. What I need to do now is right in here someplace, I need to put a 5 or a 7 pin connector so I can hook up my taillights back here, or maybe even a 4-pin connector if it's only going to be for the Jeep. I don't really plan on towing anything other than that. So that's it on this one, and we'll catch you guys on the next time.